Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ozlanders Break Sun. This is going to be on YouTube as break number 555. This is our third Pick Your Team case break of 2017 Leaf Trinity football. 50 on-card rookie autographs. We have one free agent, Terrion Folston, out of Notre Dame. If we pull any of his cards, we did have one each in the first and second case. We will randomize those cards off to everybody in the break. If we happen to have more than one person with first will get their pick of which one, and second will get the other one. If that person happens not to be here, I may just pick for them for the sake of time, lower numbered or whatever I think is the sickest. Let's go ahead and go into screen share mode and go over teams and participants. Seen a lot of folks I haven't seen in a while tonight. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging out, making things happen. We still here. Had a little bit of lull in football action with the off season. Not a lot of products coming back. We will be running Leaf Trinity Pick Your Team breaks for the next few weeks. Also be doing some certified and other products coming up. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, follow it on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. All my links are down below the video. Facebook group is the quickest way to know what's happening. Always got a link there. Post it to the store with all the teams that are still available in the next break and prices where you can grab teams at your convenience. Rocket Fan 86, Dr. Rocket Joel has the 49ers. Kean's dead. Local guy. Welcome to the breaks, man. Appreciate you jumping in. You got the Bears. Wooly 1, Mr. John with the Bengals. Brad 8671, my boy Brad with the Bills. Donald J. Trump 2017. Been a while. Jacob with the Broncos. Good luck, buddy. Rudical in with the Browns. Radar 0311, Brother Jesse with the Bucks. Cardinals are hitless in the product. Hugo got them Chargers. Hit It Hard 13 with the Chiefs. J. Bradley B. Brad with the Colts. Coach Smata Mike with the Cowboys. Mandy Metz, also new to the room. Thanks for jumping in, man. You got the Dolphins. KNLA 3. Brother Kevin with the Eagles. Mike also has the Falcons. Jay Rotulio. Justin with the Giants. Thanks for jumping in, my man. Kevin also has the Jaguars. Hugo also has the Jets. Miss Vicky Siriana with her PC Lions. Good luck, Vicky. Hugo has the Packers. Triton 1216. Sean with my PC Panthers. Patriots are hitless. Kean's dead. Also has the Raiders. Looking for them tar holes in the product. Sean also has the Rams. Kenny Hasty has the Ravens. Morton Jeff making a triumphant return with the Redskins. Looking for Samaj P. Ryan. John, Mr. Woolley, has the Saints as well. Kevin also has the Seahawks. Brad 8671 also has the Steelers. Sean also has the Texans. Joel also has the Titans. And JJ Dynamite. The guy, Jimmy Walker, was just in Raleigh signing autographs this weekend, by the way. He's got the Vikings looking for some Dalvin Cook. Thanks, everybody, for being patient with me. Those last few teams always seem to, not always, but last couple of times have been a little hurdle. We got her full. Let's rock it. Oh, Radar Jesse is a great dude. He's Ozlanders Breaks regular. One of my biggest supporters. Just sold him a card tonight. That's pretty cool right there. Alright, y'all. Let's see what we got. Everything ships safely and securely to your door. YouTube video will be up later tonight. Also post the highlights, what I consider the highlights in the case, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We do once a week shipping just to save on cost. Everything always ships out no later than Monday. We're starting out a new week this week. It should be the longest it would ever take for shipping. Would be getting on a break on Monday. Most of the time I get stuff out on Saturdays, but I always say Monday at the latest just in case. If anybody ever needs anything sooner, just let me know on an individual basis privately, and I'll accommodate. If ever you're going out of town or something, need a package held or anything like that, let me know. I got you. Free magnetics with all the bigger hits. I think there's about 35 that went out with last week's stuff. You know I got you. Just let me know. And here we go. What's up, G1? What's happening, buddy? Let me grab my blank here for the clear cards. We got one of them right off the bat. And away we go. Right off the bat, we have a non-numbered Mr. Marlon Humphrey for the Ravens. We normally do about 20 cases every year, Miss Vicky. We may have done a little less than that in 13. That was my first year breaking. But 14, 15, 16, we did about 20 cases each year. Something like that. Close to that. 10 to 20. Marlon Humphrey. That Humphrey boy. Next up, we have a pretty cool looking RPA here. For the Bills, quarterback, auto, Nathan Peterman. Next up, I remember Mr. Hugo had this team. 4 of only 10. Go Cougars. We've seen one guy so far, like we had one last year, where he just printed his name. This dude printed and signed his name, at least, for them Packers. I hear you, Miss Vicky. We broke a bunch of it before. How about a 101 printing plate? I'm not sure who this is, but it'll drive me nuts that being in there backwards. Mr. Bucky Hodges. Yellow printing plate, Bucky Hodges for the Vikings. I'm going to go ahead and say maybe it's OCD in me, but I can never stand a card that's, I know that it's going to seem upside down now, but to me it should go in that way. If you're looking at the face of the card, which now will be upside down on the back, but I'm not sure why they printed it that way. Bucky Hodges for the Vikings. Next up, how about the 25 3-color Tar Heel patch? 8 of 25. Ryan Switzer. New guy Mojo. Kian's dead with the Raiders. Mr. Ryan Switzer. If we can get some focus here. Excuse me, Ryan Switzer is Cowboys. I apologize. The other Tar Heel is Raiders. Ryan Switzer is Cowboys. My bad. I apologize. Ryan Switzer is Cowboys. We're looking for the other Tar Heel for the Raiders. Yeah, we're looking for Hood for the Raiders. I apologize, Cannon's dead. Getting hyped up for nothing. Yeah, wah, wah, wah. Hood for the Raiders. I want to point out on these cases, for some reason they're like this the last 2 years too. The Void It sticker, sometimes in the heat, part of it comes off. Obviously these haven't been tampered with or anything. Those things, if you were to try to pull them off, the whole thing does that. As you can see there. Next up, there's one for Jacob and the Broncos. Chad Kelly, non-numbered clear. Kenny Hasty likes that one. He's a Rebels fan. Camera does not like these top letters, guys. Tough to get them to focus sometimes. There we go. Next up, RPA. Mr. Derek Barnett for the Eagles. 2-color, non-numbered variety there. And we got another 2-color right behind it. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. Right behind that, we've got an inscription to 25. Inscription to 25. 20 of 25. Go Cardinals. And we lost video. You guys back with me? That's the second time Breakers knocked me offline tonight. Let me know when you guys are back with me. This video will have to be in 2 parts now, I guess. James Quick for the Redskins. Actually, this won't have to be in 2 parts because of the way I'm recording. The way I'm recording, guys, there won't be a skip. See, I can see everything's on the up and up. People that know me have been breaking with me for 4+ years know that anyway. But the way I record now, I misspoke just a second ago and said it'd be in 2 parts. But that was the old way I record it. So it'll be one solid video. That's the 3rd time Breakers kicked me off tonight. So somebody said, what's after the Alvin Kamara? It's on the screen. I'm waiting on everybody to get back. Kamara was for the Saints. I got him to focus in and look back, and it said not online or whatever it says there. I'm just giving everybody a chance to come back from the video. Once again, I'll say it again. I'll wait till everybody's saying they're coming back. Let me type it out. Who's not back yet? Everybody back? We good? Alright, guys. The way I record, I misspoke during the video here because I was thinking it'd be 2 videos, but the way I record now will be one solid video. Y'all can see I clicked right back online. No shady business here ever. I would never risk my reputation or my conscience for a piece of cardboard. So don't think that. But YouTube video will be a straight video, so y'all can go back and watch it if you want to. Alvin Kamara is for the Saints. The card behind that was James Quick, 20 of 25, and we got a nice one as the last one in this box. James Quick, go Cardinals to 25. Sorry about that, y'all. Breakers was messed up earlier tonight for like an hour. That's the 3rd time they've knocked me offline. James Quick is for the Redskins. And last one in the box, trying to hide underneath the foam here. Mr. Davis Webb, 12 of 25, making an appearance. That is one that hasn't hit yet, I don't believe, out of the first 2 cases. That is for the Giants, part of the cow logo there. Let me get some focus on him. He was elusive in the first 2. Kaiser has been so far, too. It seems like every year there's a couple of quarterbacks that are a little harder to hit. I don't think we had a Webb in the first 2. It does look like a Jared Goff, kind of. Justin will be happy with that one. He's a big Giants fan. Probably we didn't see him tonight. He must be tied up. If you guys want to go ahead and grab teams in the next one, I'll stay on. We can bust another one tonight. I know a lot of East Coasters probably have to go to bed for work, but worst case scenario, we're just that much closer and less time filling them off. Just saying. We'll go ahead and pull this foam out. These cards keep on sliding underneath it. First up in this box, Katie Cannon for the New York Jets. We have a pretty cool one up next. Looks a little bit like Kadeem Carey. Well, the camera has a tough time with the top loaders, guys, with all that stuff being top loaded. These clear ones seem to be even tougher for it. We'll carry on. How about a hit going out to everybody in the break? Numbered 5 of only 5, Tyrion Folston. I know Bogey 79, my boy Corey there, is a big Notre Dame fan. Whoever hits that one, he may be interested. That one will be randomized off to everybody in the break. Come on, focus. Woo, free agent, but 5 of 5. Oh, Lord, y'all. I apologize about the camera. I may have to take the autofocus off for Trinity because it zoomed into a spot. We'll carry on. That one is 5 of 5. Next up, we got a nice one coming up. 3-color, non-numbered for the Eagles. Donald Pumphrey. Zooms in on those a whole lot quicker than it does the clears. And we have our first redemption up next. It does not tell you the number on these, the parallel numbers, until you redeem them. This one is Malik McDowell, which is a Seattle Seahawk. This is the first one, first redemption we've seen that was not a inscription out of 2 cases plus. This one is a clear for the Seahawks. And somebody's going to be happy. Number 2 pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, jersey number inscribed, Mr. Mitch Trubisky. Actually, Mitch Trubisky. Congrats, buddy. First time breaking with me. That one's headed to Charlotte. Appreciate you, man. I'm wondering if it's got a little speck there on the card. That's something inside the... That's actually something inside the penny sleeve. I'll get rid of that a little later. A little dot there's not on the card. Yep, Trubisky goes to the Bears. My bad. Trubisky is a Bear. I made myself a little cheat sheet. Actually, Corey made me a little cheat sheet today, to be specific. I'm trying to learn them all without looking at it. Hence the mishap with the tar hole early on. Jehu Chishan for the Chiefs. Oh my God. I'll give you guys a second. Knock me off again. We're on the first card in this box. Jehu Chishan for the Chiefs. Trubisky, too much bandwidth for Trubisky. Obviously, their servers can't handle it. Right behind that, Wisconsin Badgers, 2013 and 2016, 15 of 25 for the Eagles, Corey Clement. Right behind that, we have a 2-color RPA. Yep, Eagles are killing it because they have 5 rookies in the product. They had the most hits possible in the product. Kevin says sleeper running back there. Next up, for the Giants, these cards, I'll make sure and wipe them all off before I take pictures and package them up, of course. But for some reason, the top loader's hot. It's almost like a kid using an eraser on a pencil and the little stuff it leaves behind. That's why you see me like dusting the cards off. I have this little like dust on them. Evan Ingram, 10 of 25 for the Giants. We have our second redemption. Wayne Gallman. I'm not familiar with. He goes to the Giants. Clear auto. And the last card of this box is a nice one, trying to come out of the top loader on us there. Mr. Deshaun Watson for the Texans. Texans were taken early on last case by Triton Sean. That's pretty close to the truth there, Jeff. It seems like they've been having more and more problems lately, which hadn't affected me a whole lot since I ain't been on a whole lot. But I see about it, hear people complaining about it. Tonight is actually the only time we've had a real issue with. I think there was one other night that's messed up for about 30 minutes, but tonight's been the worst we've experienced in many months. Just know if it knocks me off again, you'll hear me in the video, and when the YouTube is posted, there will be no delay. I don't want anybody to think we got a couple of new guys in the breaks. I know everybody that's been with me for a while knows better, but don't think it's some craziness. When you go back and watch the video, there will be no breaks. Next up, 9 of 25 blue. Jake Butt for the Broncos. I like that blue. That looks nice. Breakers just switched to some kind of new thing they're doing. Had something to do with the servers, but I can't really call exactly what it is. They did just switch to something new in the last few weeks. Believe me, there you go. Corey said they installed HTML5. There's certain ways that some people cast that they had to switch up how they cast because of it. It didn't affect me. Most of the time when you guys have issues, it's the servers. And it's not always across the board. But tonight it's something more than that because everybody's been having issues. R. Joshua Dobbs for the Steelers up next. Non-numbered charcoal parallel, they call them. Of the clear. Yeah, we could always cast on YouTube or even Facebook Live. Obviously, on Facebook Live, the only way I could save the video would be on the Facebook group. I know we have some guys that are reluctant to join Facebook for it. But I don't think that we could get as good a crowd and get everybody together in the same spot as we can on Breakers. So, seems to be like the only option for now. I've thought before if we get everybody on board about just making my own website. But that gets into a whole nother set of issues. And money, but Breakers is the place to be for breaks. Unfortunately, here lately it is a little aggravating. It's just the first night I've really had to deal with it. That one does not want to focus for us. We'll carry on. Next up, here we go. Boomer Sooner, Samaje Perine for the Redskins. I believe Jeff Mortitone had them. Samaje, everybody keeps saying sleeper right there. Next one up, snuck in a second color on the Curtis Samuel for the Panthers. And the last one in this box is number 6 of only 10. Ooh, Corey Davis, green parallel clear for the Titans. I believe Joel ended up with him in that last special. He did. There you go, Joel. Pretty disgusting right there. 6 of 10. Vicky says 1 lion, please. Pretty good chance, Vicky. They got a couple of players and several parallels of each player. Lions were one of the 4 teams hitless in the first case, but they hit in the second. I kind of been keeping track here. We had 4 teams hitless in the first case and 5 in the second. Later in the week, next Friday, when I sort all this down, I'll see how many we had hitless in this one. Here's one for one of those sneaky teams that's so cheap because Fournette is a Panini exclusive. How about D.D. Westbrook for the Jaguars? Green parallel as well, number 10 of 10. E.D. Westbrook. Pull this foam out again. All the cards sliding underneath it. We got a laundry tag coming of somebody there. Next up, Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster is a San Francisco 49er. That is the charcoal non-numbered variation there. Pretty card right here. 17 of 25. There you go, Vicky. There's a lion. 11, 5, 16. 32 of 47. He went 32 of 47 passes, 356 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Jersey number inscribed, 17 of 25. That pretty blue foil. With any of these cards, y'all, when y'all see them in person, it'll look a whole lot better to you in person than it does on the screen, probably. These cards are gorgeous. I'm glad they kind of kept basically the design of last year and just tweaked it a little bit. He is a University of Miami fan. I'm sure Vicky won't let that one out of her clutches. Quarterback for the Lions now. But I have a buddy, Victor, that would be all over that. Oh, my goodness, the laundry tag is a sick one. Jonathan Allen up next before we get there. Jonathan Allen is a Redskin. He is a beast of a man. There you go. And our Nike swoosh laundry tag, numbered 8 of 25 for the Chargers. Out of Clemson, Mr. Mike Williams. Who had the Chargers this round? Hugo. There you go, buddy. That is killer, son. Mike Williams laundry tag. That Hugo boy. There you go. Hugo Boss. What up, Jonathan? Clowney's a University of South Carolina. He wants to try to say they're Carolina, but South Carolina will never be Carolina. But he's a Clemson hater. He didn't like that one too much. Yeah, if I can show it again, buddy. Isaiah Ford is up next. Sorry, you guys are having so much problem. It's pissing me off tonight, too. Isaiah Ford for the Dolphins. Virginia Tech boy. Here's what you missed, buddy. Jeff, I don't want you first night back in a while to turn out bad for you. Hopefully we got you a P run here. That was a Mike Williams for Hugo and the Chargers. That is a beast. Speaking of them Clemson boys, how about Jordan Leggett, 24 of 25. Jordan Leggett is a New York Jet these days. Yep, Jeff just got the Jonathan Allen and he had a Samaje Perine. Jeff, did you miss the Jonathan Allen? I can go back to it too if you missed it, buddy. And they barely snuck in a 2-color on this one from my boy Radar 0311 Jesse. O.J. Howard for the Bucks. We have another green parallel. 3 greens. I don't think we've seen one in the first 2 cases. 2 of 10. Tez Tabor, again for the Lions. Them cheapy Lions, son. This is a pick your team case break. We have 23 left last I checked in the next case. Here's a link to the store if you want to check it out. We do full team, pick your team case breaks here. Tez Tabor. And the last one in this box is an inscription of John Ross for the Bengals, number 9 pick in the NFL draft. Bengals have got some fire in this product. We can just hit them. We can just pull them. They are possible. John Ross. Yeah, I think that was you before, Jonathan, that told me that Tez Tabor was really good. know much about him. Like Joel's never even been here to see his big hit. Yeah, Joel, you totally did hit a green to 10. Say he was tucking in the wifey. 6 of 10. Yeah, I can show a little bit better. We just pulled a sick Mike Williams laundry tag with a Nike swoosh on it too. We'll carry him. Wow, we have another green coming up after this blue. Josh Reynolds for the Rams. Just in case anybody doesn't realize why Trinity is such fire, they only made 380 cases, guys. If they would do that with every product would be fire per case. Just saying. Number 20 of 25, Josh Reynolds for the Rams. Oh, Lord. Come on, camera. My camera hates the clears. We'll carry on. We got another one right behind it. Is a green. 3 of 10, Malachi Dupree. Think back and think of any other product you've seen with such short prints in the same case of anybody. Malachi Dupree for the Packers. I know that's a for Hugo. That's who he was chasing. 3 of 10, son. There you go. Check this one out. About a second Davis Webb to go along with the first one for Justin and his Giants. Davis Webb, 3-color RPA. Not even numbered with a sick patch like that. It's going to be hard to decide which ones to show in the highlights on this case. Next up, Cordrea Tankersley for the Dolphins, non-numbered clear. And I don't know the full story here. This top order is going to be replaced because it's all scratched up. Apparently, all I heard was that Dalvin Cook got pissed off the way he was treated at Leaf when he signed, so he refused to do an inscription and just did a DC, which is pretty much how his autograph is in every product, but apparently he refused to do an inscription. Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. Well, we've had two that didn't. I was waiting to see one. Maybe they pissed him off in the middle of him signing, so he inscribed some and didn't some. But that story broke when it happened. I'm surprised it didn't spread like wildfire. Normally the negativity does. I'm surprised that wasn't a big story. C.J. Beathard for the 49ers up next. Yeah, that's our second Dalvin inscription with no inscription. Definitely is. My bad, Keon's dead on the mistake at the beginning, man. Got Elijah Hood mixed up with oh boy. C.J. Beathard, the Iowa Hawkeye quarterback for the 49ers. Oh, Lord, and as soon as we're saying that, of course, here's Ryan Switzer again. The second Ryan Switzer. He is very good, too. Yep, not Elijah Hood. Ryan Switzer. He's a Cowboy. Jeff, you hit a Samaj P. Ryan inscription, and you hit a Jonathan Allen clear. There's Ryan Switzer. There we go. Go Tar Heels. Elijah Hood for the Raiders. We don't get the other Tar Hole here. We got all three of them. Elijah Hood for the Raiders. Both those guys are pretty good. Elijah Hood, I think, is a little better. And check this thing out. I don't know what in the world, who put that in there like that. But I'll fix that one too. We'll put a new penny sleeve for that one. Trayvon Durrell out of LSU for the Saints. I'll place that one on. Replace the Dalvin Cook top order. And numbered 5 of 5 for the Browns, Deshaun Kaiser. I cannot remember who had him. 5 of 5. What a case. Browns in this one are rudical. Been a while. Congrats, buddy. I appreciate you jumping in the breaks. Y'all can kind of see on this one the dust I'm talking about that's all over the card. It looks like eraser dust. I'm going to be wiping all these cards down, our top loaders down after the break. Yeah, if this case don't feel another break, I don't know what will. Y'all let me know if the room doesn't clear out and we can get some momentum going here. We can bust another case tonight. Thank you, Joel, being my hype man. Last I checked, we do have 23 left in the next case. This is the last box. If I haven't pulled you a hit yet, hope that it's coming in this one for you. Good luck, everybody. Keep in mind that so far what we're seeing, 4 teams hitless in the first one, 5 in the second. Most teams are going to hit. If you don't hit, hopefully we can get you in again and get you one. Pretty cool autograph on this one. Davion Smith. Davion Smith is a Dolphin. Well, that's the 3rd hit for the Dolphins. Let's do it. I'm down to see what we can get going here. Joel just posted the checklist if anybody wants to check it out. That Boogie 79 checklist. That's one of the nicer autographs I've seen. It's pretty sharp. And we have another blue. Artavis Scott. 17 of 25 for the Chargers. Here's another guy that did not put an inscription, but it's pretty sick. 3 of only 5, Sidney Jones. He is an Eagle, I believe. Confirmed Eagle. 3 of 5, son. At least he did sign it right in the center of the card. Other than Dalvin, that's the only one we've seen without an inscription. He had that sometimes. Some of them have, some of them won't. Next up, Mr. Tim Williams for the Ravens. A couple hits for the Ravens now. Humphrey and Williams. Just need some shorter print runs on those hits for Ravens. And the last card of the break. I'm not really sure why this card is. Maybe this guy's better than I think he is. I'm not sure why this guy is the main hit in the box, but normally that's in the back. David Njoku. Is this dude a beast and I'm not aware? 3 color, 12 of 25 for the Browns. I think somebody said he was beastly the other night. Let's hope we can end on a little bigger name than that, though. First rounder. I gotcha. I don't know much about him. Well, pretty damn nice case. I know I saw Jeff didn't see his Jonathan Allen. Let me show that right quick. Don't forget we have one random to do. Let me find that. Matter of fact, gotta replace that top loader. Don't forget for everybody, I'll have a video up here in a little while. I'm sorry that the site's all crappy tonight, or has been on and off. Of course, it didn't start to mess up the second time until we started the break. There's a Terry and Foster. We'll be randomizing in a second. I don't know what this is that they got all over the top letters. It's kind of weird. Made sure and wiped it off all of them as I was sorting. First 2 cases we did. There you go, Jeff. There's your Jonathan Allen. He is good, out of Alabama, jersey number inscribed. Later, Jesse. Thank you, man. We got you in on the next one for the Bucks. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh, damn, I didn't even think about that. Where are the Steelers? I think we had our Joshua Dobbs was it. First 2 cases were loaded, and they should be with 3 names on the checklist. That one did suck for the Steelers. I didn't even think about that till you said it. Alright, I'm going to put everybody in on this one. Take the Cardinals and the Patriots off the list since they're hitless, of course. All 30 teams in the break have a shot at this Tyrion Folson 5 of 5. Thank you, Joel. I'll play a little catch up on that here in a minute. So we're down to at least 22 teams left, guys. If you want to keep it rolling and do another one tonight, grab some teams to the store here. Maybe a few minutes before I can take them direct. I'm trying to get this thing to focus for us before we run the random for it. I'm not really sure, since I've got the blank behind it, why these are having such a hard time focusing. They sure are. There we go. 5 of 5. As always, we'll roll the die here. Anything but a 2, always 3 and up. Go into screen share mode. Let me reset the dice. Anything but a 2. We're going 3 times. Get us a new list going here, so I had to special up, fill the break there. And we're taking Patriots and Cardinals out because they do not have hits in this product. Good luck, everybody. 3 times on the random. Team up top after 3 takes a card. Bills up top on the first roll. You can see we got 30 teams in. Second random, we had Lions up top. And third and final, going to Hugo and the Packers. Talk to Corey. I believe Corey may be interested in that one being PC for him. See, there we're going 3 times. I'm going to stop the video here, guys. I know that was aggravating with the issues. I had the full video without any interruption here in a little while. Took about an extra 5 minutes because of those interruptions. Oslander's break, son. He gone.